He just said, Coach, so he was in the scores book ready to go, and he just said, Coach, my leg it's not feeling right. So, and that was pretty much it. So I hadn't talked to any doctors, trainers, Mike, anything, but he was in the book, so that's why he was on the floor. If we didn't have him in the books, and I wouldn't have him on the floor. Because I just think, again, his safety and his health is most important. So it wouldn't matter who we played. So that's all I have right now. Okay.
Coach, it was your first game in Mizzou. What did you want to showcase with your defense to the new fans of Mizzou?
Just play hard. The thing we talk about all the time: defend, rebound, and play hard. As hard as you can play. And it was still plenty of work to get done in that area. But I thought our guys had great energy, and I think our fans had a lot to do with that. I think this day had a lot to do with that, the atmosphere. And we're making progress. I thought we had breakdowns defense. They shot 39% for the game, but I thought we were better than that. We let up some. So now it's learning how to get a lead, to hold a lead, and continue to blow through. And that's consistently playing defense and playing hard. Now, with all that being said, I thought we did a better job of still taking good shots and not forcing bad shots and trying to get the ball inside. We didn't get to the free throw line like we would have liked as a staff. And 17 turnovers, a lot of turnovers, especially for Kevin, because I thought he did some really good things, but we'll continue to progress in that area.
Coach Jeremiah played 25 minutes and scored 14.79 from the field. Talk about his maturation since he's come to college here.
He's a very talented player, but in Jeremiah's case, again, his gauge is not how many points he scores, but he has a tremendous amount of energy and passion and enthusiasm, so he brings life to everybody. I don't think there's been a day that we've practiced he hasn't brought life to the table, and I think that's a big attribute. I don't know if you call it a skill, but he lifts everybody up, so there are really no bad days when he's on the floor because he brings the passion behind it, but he works so hard. You're talking about a guy 6'10", 250, strong. He has great feet. He knows how to move you without getting charges. But the other thing he does is he runs the floor so well for his size. And what happens, really, those guys out there were kind of power forwards, and he's a legitimate big guy center. But he runs fast, and he puts pressure on those guys. So you can imagine what he would do with a guy that's his size, because he runs. And he didn't score a lot of points running this way because their wings would collapse, and our guys were able to get shots because he runs the floor and he puts so much pressure on you. But he just does a lot of good things, and the key for him is keeping him out of foul trouble, because he's a guy we have to have on the floor. Well, the thing, what I tell our guys, we're a good basketball team. Mike's a talented player. We're a good basketball team. We're trying to be a good program. So that as a staff, we position practices where, okay, if Mike's not out there, if Mike's on this team, or how do we score the ball? So you have to be able to score the ball. Kevin Perry's a good basketball player. In my mind, Kevin Perry's a starter. Michael Porter's, starting four-man, but Kevin Perry's a starter in this league. He just happened to come off the bench for us. I mean, Jonte Porter's a starter in this league. He just happened to come off the bench for us. So we have talented guys. We got to still grow. And those two guys, Jonte, Jeremiah, Michael Porter, young guys, but they're talented guys. But Kevin Perry's a guy that has to bring the heat for us, because he's been in this league. He's battle tested. He knows how to get to the free throw line. He knows how to make shots. He's really improved his three-point shot. He's really improved his conditioning. So he's a guy we have to rely on.
Cuonzo, what were your emotions like before the game?
We always have a level of nervous energy, not necessarily fear of the opponent, but just to make sure that that we're locked in and we can carry out our assignments, because you always want to be prepared. Whatever happens in the game, you don't want to be caught off guard. You want to make sure you win over everything, but you don't want to overload the circus of your players. But my approach is always the same. It doesn't matter where the atmosphere. I mean, just understand the task at hand and making sure our guys can shine in a good light. Yeah, that's it.
Did you take a moment for yourself to be like, it's really happening, I'm here?
I need to do a better job of that. I just thank God for the opportunity, because I don't take that for granted. So I'm always thanking him every day. So it doesn't make any difference. It happened to be November the 10th. I'm just grateful to be here. And it's always the same to me, because this can be taken away tomorrow. So I appreciate it.
Cuonzo, what did you think of Cassius's game, with it being his first time playing a collegiate game of point guard?
Thought he did a good job. I didn't realize he was 3 for 12 till I looked at the stat sheet. But I mean, as long as he keeps shooting the ball, I'm fine with that. And I thought he shot a couple off balance shots, but that's the downside of him being a point as opposed to him at the 2 where he can get shots. I mean, because he's used to being at the 2, now all of a sudden he's at the point trying to run the ball, get the ball where it needs to be, where he's used to coming off shots, coming off screens, coming off ball screens well. And I thought he did an admirable job accepting that, because we needed him to do that. But hopefully we can get him off the ball more so he can make plays.
What do you like about Cullen and the starting lineup?
Cullen's sound. I didn't realize he didn't score a basket, but he's sound. You can rely on him. But I thought Geis came in and did some great things. I thought Geis's energy. I mean, Geis is a pest on defense. I mean, he gets underneath your skin. He makes you work. He's stronger than he looks, and he embraces those challenges. So I thought he brought a lot to the table. Cullen's a guy that's always a threat on the floor to score. I thought it said one turnover, but I think he had two because he threw it to Jonte one time in a bad situation. And they probably gave it to Jonte, but Cullen has to be shot ready and move that ball.
Has the hip been a problem for Michael before tonight, or is this a new thing?
I didn't know it was the hip. I need to find out. I'm not sure, so I need to. No, I just, like I said, coach my leg. He didn't tell me anything specific, so I just went with that. It was time to play ball.
You talked about Jeremiah a little bit. When he got here, was his offensive game better than you thought it was going to be, or is that something that's really come along since he got to campus?
No, you have to give credit to his high school guys. They did a good job with him. I mean, they did. I mean, because his footwork, I mean, that's all him. So either he was born with it or he taught him something. I mean, really, because he does a great job moving you, and he has balance with it. And, you know, most guys at that age, and when they're trying to move, they get charges. He doesn't get those. He knows how to move. And once you get around the rim, he's so strong, and he's compact, and he makes plays. So you got to get credit where it's due. He had that before he got here. Yeah.
Coach, you said you knew you had a good team, even if Michael didn't get a play.
Yeah.
But for these guys to see that in game one, feel that, that's got to be a confidence booster the rest of the way.
I think so, but they practice and play. Again, you know, a guy like Kevin Prairie, I mean, I obviously Mike's is a tremendous young talent, but I felt like we wouldn't skip a beat with Kevin Prairie because his energy, his passion, and then you have a guy that's battle tested. I mean, he's been in games, and he's hungry to score, and that's a great attribute. It's just a matter of getting him the right shots. But I think it's great for our guys. I mean, I really do.
Coach, talk about how proud of you guys out rebounding out of state by 11 boys.
Well, I just think with our size, we should be one of the better rebounding teams in this league. Again, you have a lot of talent in this league, a lot of size, but I think we can be that. And I didn't think we did a very good job of crashing the offensive glass. I didn't. And that's when you got a man down with Mike, and who does a great job rebounding. He's around the rim. But we have to do a better job with offensive rebounding, but we can be better.
Coach, so much been talked about this freshman class, but you talk about Kevin, Jordan Barnett, Cash. Just kind of, are those the type of games you're going to expect from those three, even when Mike comes back?
Well, I just know the importance, and I've been around to know that it doesn't matter where a young man comes out of high school rank. This is a different ball game. I mean, it doesn't matter. So if you've been at this level, anybody can play this game. Everybody plays. Everybody's tough, and they play all over the world. So when you talk about a ranked class, that's just on the surface. That's great. But when you're talking about rankings, that's exciting. But we know as a staff there's a lot of work to get done. So when you have veteran guys, even Terrence, I mean, I thought, Terrence is a calming force out there that understands, and Terrence is our best energy guy outside of Jeremiah, who has a lot of passion on that sideline, and Terrence is another guy that gets you lifted up, and you need that on your roster. So with Terrence, Barnett, Cassius, Kevin Prairie, those guys, you need them. Even guys, you have to have them.
Final question, please.
You stated that you wanted to cut the rotation tonight, and you played 11 tonight. Was your plans originally changed when Michael went down, or is that still the plan? Is there a timetable on that?
Well, the whole thing is I think we have a core of guys I know that'll play. No matter who we play, if they're healthy, they'll play. I got a core of guys, but there are certain instances where if you don't get production in some positions that I feel like we're not as strong at, then we'll try different guys. But we have a core of guys that'll play the bulk of the minutes. Yes. One more.
Cuonzo, you've been talking about this game for months, it seems like. How did tonight, the crowd, the atmosphere stack up to your expectations?
Oh, it was great. It was great. I think our fans did a tremendous job. But I think the most important thing, and I applaud our fans for showing up and doing a great job, I would say that. But in order for us to be a great program and maintain, it has to be every night. It has to be every night. Because when you want a great program and you ask for that, then we need you in the arena to support so we can maintain that.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.